Hey Jessica, how's it going? Craig here. Thanks again for letting me send you this short video. As I mentioned, I do work with a few other small businesses in Melbourne, just helping them do exactly what I mentioned to you in my message, helping them either amend their existing site to get them ranked on Google or can build them a completely brand new site if needed. But to be honest, your site looks really good from what I can see so far. So we definitely don't even have to, or you don't have to even consider looking at building a new one. It looks like whoever did the last one's done a really good job. I suppose the only thing that I had noticed that you were nowhere to be seen when we were looking on Google. So this was obviously, so that's Print Company Melbourne. Ideally, what you guys want is to be ranked on page one. So, for exactly the keywords that you're putting out there as your services. So Print Company Melbourne is something that I assume that you guys would want to be seen for and recognized for. And yeah, obviously no sign of you on page one, which is fine. Let's look at what the other, first of all, actually, let's look at your page first of all. And first of all, what I do like about it is this link to your social media, Facebook Messenger. How can we help you? That's great. Hopefully you'll get some good responses from that coming in with inquiries and whatnot. Now, just looking at the first thing, one of the first things that I analyze when I'm working with clients is the content on the website. You guys do have a bit of content, some outlining of your services like your color copying, digital offset printing, format printing. Like you've got a good array of services. I suppose the one thing that I would say is that you've really only got that one line, really, or that one section there just with some wording. What we really want to be aiming for, at least on your homepage, is at least 750 to 1,000 words worth of very authoritative content. And the reason I say that is Google loves content. Now that's why when you search any term, normally you'll get Wikipedia coming up first, is because they are very thorough and authoritative the way they explain what it is that they have on the page. So you guys are definitely lacking a bit of that. So I would look to bulk that up to at least about 1,000 words on your homepage. And if we look at your about page here as well, yeah, you want to be getting at least a couple of hundred. If we can get up to sort of 250, 500 on each of these services pages as well. Other than that, though, it looks great. The imagery is great. It flows well, very easy to use. What I would say, I normally recommend clients get a clickable phone number up at the top of their screen, really just so that they can get, if someone comes onto their site, especially on the mobile, they want to be able to click and call the number straight away, whereas your guys' number is all the way down at the bottom. So yeah, that's just one simple thing that can be amended just to help you with conversions. But yeah, let's look at some of your competitors and see what they're doing, just to really sort of compare and contrast some of these simple amendments that you guys can be doing in order to be getting in that sweet spot, which is page one of Google. So first of all, if you see down here, down at the bottom left hand side of my page, that L, that stands for backlinks or links, is what L's for, and that is one very important factor in how Google assess a company's website. So you guys want to be getting as many backlinks on your website as possible. And what a backlink is essentially just a vote. It's linking to another website on the internet. Now, not all backlinks are made equal. You want to be getting very high-end, premium, sort of authoritative pages out there on the internet that can link back to your website. And all that does is that gives Google an indication that your website is legit, it is authoritative, and that you are, really taking your website seriously, so that they can link that to other websites. So when I Googled Print Companies Melbourne, one of the first ones to come up was this one, so just the Print Company. Now, comparing their website to yours, they've got 13 backlinks. So considering that they've been going, or considering, that they're number one on Google, that's not an awful lot. So it is quite easy to beat in terms of just simply doing the number of backlinks that they are doing. So that's something that you can look at doing, is simply just, increasing, the amount of links that you do have coming back to it. Looking at their content, again, they're not even anywhere near 1,000 words, which is normally the minimum that we say is that you want to be getting to get onto page one. So that would be quite easy to beat as well. Let me look at, actually going back to that, one of the things that they do have is they've got Google Index. So they've got 117 pages linked on their website that we can't see them all. We can only see you know, a handful here and there, but it doesn't mean that they don't have them built into the website in the depths of it. So they've just really bulked it out with some more content, so Google can ultimately recognize them in more than just the homepage. Whereas going back to your page, you've only got 6 Google indexes, which is obviously just your 6 tabs up the top here. So yeah, we can just, it's really just a case of bulking it out. Like Google is king, we say content is queen, just to really match up with that. Now this is second competitor, printondemand.net.au. What do these guys have? They've got 782 backlinks. So they've obviously done some a fair bit of work in this space, getting someone to really build out their website and link it to other websites. So they're content, yeah, they've probably bulked out the page one a fair bit more than yourself. So you really just want to be as thorough and keyword rich. Like this is really what you want to be, having something very similar to this in terms of, you know, the amount of wording on your page one, but you want to be having loads of keywords. So what else are people going to be searching for on Google other than print company Melbourne? You know, they want to be searching for all these other terms: plan printing, design and secretarial services, document scanning. You want all of this to be, each of these individual headlines here, you want to have them bulked out with a couple of hundred words each, really just expanding on what it is that you're offering. And that is just something to keep in your toolbox to help you get up to page one of Google. What else we got? So Melbourne Print and Design as well. These guys have obviously, what have they got? So they've got only 2 backlinks there, but they have got 82 index pages on Google as well. So just what they've done is just done a little bit extra time and effort, just really just bulking out their website as well. And it just sounds so simple, but the content really is, you know, one of the most important things for you to really get recognized, so that the keywords, when people are searching them, you want to make sure that your top headlines of your website has got very keyword rich terms. You know, like the company's name isn't necessarily what you want. You want like print company Melbourne as the first line on your website, just round about here as the title, so that people are going to go straight to your page. So like I say, backlinks and content are really the number one things that you guys want to be focusing on. Anything else that I was going to mention there as well? One thing that I do like, actually forgot to mention at the start, is the fact that you guys have got loads of Google reviews. So that's great. Just noticed there. So you've got 10 5-star Google reviews. So that's great. So your Google My Business, which is this, you know, the mapping, like the location of your business, is already, you know, pretty good, but you still didn't show up on the first page when we looked at Melbourne Print Company. So again, you can just do a few simple things to optimize that Google My Business, the mapping of the business, just to help you get to that top page. Again, it's all very simple. It's just a case of actually taking the time and effort to do these little things that can often be quite clunky. But, you know, often when you leave them, if you're working with an SEO company right now, these are some of the things that you just really want to be requesting to them, just to really help you, you know, in this downtime of slower business that everyone's going through at the moment. You know, you want to be making sure you're you know, bulking up the website, so that when things do resume back to normal services, hopefully in the not too distant future, you guys are really in a position to do so, or be at the top of your game. So other than that, you know, your website looks great. Honestly, the fact that you guys have been in business since the 80s is amazing. So you've got the brand, and I would just suggest really getting some of these back end, you know, mainly in the backlinks, because you're showing up as 0 there, is what you want to do. So let me know if I can help with any of that. I do offer some of these services myself and my team to really just help get the website ranked. But other than that, if you're working with a company just now, be sure to give them a nudge and make them work for the money. So other than that, guys, thank you, Jessica, again, and hope you have a good day, and shoot me a message if you've got any questions.